really like to give my animals the best diet I possibly can, but I also need to keep it affordable. I found 2 secret ingredients that I'm going to show you guys in today's video when we're making this meat mix, feeding the babies as well. I have 2 ingredients that are cost effective, and also I've had amazing results feeding them. And so we're going to go over that in today's video, and let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to be adding into this meat mix is just ground chicken. That's going to be the staple in this meat mix. That's what the majority of it is going to be, is just ground up chicken. Now, this is not the normal kind of chicken I get. I usually get the big bags and I grind it up myself. This is already ground up, but you guys know how it is sometimes right now. It's either prices are going up and things are just so expensive, or you can't even find it. So that's another reason why we're kind of focusing this next year on growing a lot of our own food for the reptiles. You know, we're going to be raising chickens, raising quail, and we might get into some other things as well. So hope you guys have been enjoying those reptile homestead videos, but that's the first thing we're going to add in here is the chicken. So let me go ahead and do that now. And I am going to run it through the grinder again. That's just make sure that it's all ground up, and it helps it kind of mix into everything as we go along. The food that this meat mix actually that we're making today doesn't have bones in it. So this is something that you guys could make with a cheap grinder, a smaller grinder that's not rated for bones. You can still make high quality Tegu food without one of these big expensive grinders. Now this grinder I did get on Facebook Marketplace for a fantastic price. It was $75, and it has worked great, and it can grind bones. But the secret ingredient I'm going to show you guys is something that a lot of people feed to their reptiles, but I've realized that it has helped with shedding so much. You know, sometimes in the winter, the humidity inside the reptile room is a little bit more difficult to maintain. But feeding the reptiles, this little ingredient I'm going to show you guys they're all shedding so well right now. And I know it played a role in that because they started having some amazing sheds with my last meat mix. And that was the first time this year that I really added a lot of this meat that I'm going to show you. I mean, just taking a break from making that meat mix, we just got our chicken in, but check out how nice these Tegus are looking. They've all recently shed, and I think it's because of what we're feeding them that caused the entire collection to shed their skin. All of them have shed their skin. Hey buddy, coming out to see me. I'm gonna be feeding y'all soon, don't worry. But it's not just these 2 that have shed, it's literally everyone. Check out underneath them. It's the same situation. Everybody is shedding. Check out this guy right here. Just beautiful. Here's another one that just shed. Like I said, so many of them have just shed. This is a Chicoan female, and I believe she's on the site right now. She's available. She's just a outstanding, super beautiful Tegu. Check her out. And with shedding being such a common problem people have with their Tegus, I mean, that is probably the most common problem someone has with a Tegu is shedding issues, and finding this natural way you can add it to their food, and it helps. It helps. Seriously, everybody's having full body sheds right after a week of feeding this. So I'm making some more, and I think it's time to show you guys the 2 secret ingredients. I did a video a while back on vitamin B and how you can add this to your Tegu's food to help them with shedding. I just crush it up into a powder. I sprinkle a little bit on when they're having problems. I'll put the card to that video up top and down in the description. It's a great video. But I believe I have found a better way, an even more natural way to get those B vitamins in them, okay? And I believe that's what happened, because I have never fed so much hearts. That's one of the secret ingredients. These are chicken hearts, And let me show you. These are typically easy to find, but let me encourage you guys to go to some type of meat market. We have a Mexican grocery store that we go to, and we can buy these by the 40-pound box, okay? And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing this spring and summer for the adult tegus, the babies. Everybody's getting chicken hearts, 40-pound box. It is affordable, okay? So let me see. I want to tell you guys what I paid here. So for these chicken hearts right here, it was $1.59 a pound. That is really not bad. $6 for 4 pounds. This is 4 pounds here that we're going to be adding into our meat mix. But in the past, I've used more chicken and less hearts, and now I'm adding more hearts. And there's one more thing I'm going to show you guys that I'm adding in that in the past I haven't added in this much of the percentage of the feed. If you're wondering about percentages with this meat mix, what we have is 12 pounds of chicken, 4 pounds of hearts, and then 4 pounds of the next secret ingredient that I'm going to show you next. So seriously, you guys, not only are these hearts affordable, they will save you money when you're making your own meat mix. For adults, they're really easy to feed. You can just add your calcium to them and they eat them whole. You know, like they love them. And then for babies, just super easy. You can do this with a small grinder because these are nice and soft. They grind up really easily. You don't need a huge grinder like this. So, hearts. And when I looked up, why are my Tegu shedding so well after I fed them a lot of hearts? And I found out that hearts are full of B vitamins. That's not a coincidence. You know, B vitamins can help your reptiles shed, but a more natural way is to just feed them hearts packed full of B vitamins. This is a superfood for your tegus. So, and I know there's nothing new to using hearts, but what I'm talking about is increasing the amount of hearts that you use. Don't be shy. So, like I said, this meat mix for this week is 12 pounds of chicken, 4 pounds of hearts. Let's get these ground up and I'll show you the next secret, budget-friendly ingredient that we're going to be adding in to this meat mix. This one's a little gooey, okay? You might need gloves for this. It's not the funnest to handle, but again, another really, really easy thing to grind up. So that's what I'm producing here. I realize not everybody has a big grinder. Some people just have one that connects to their KitchenAid or one that's even smaller than that. The small grinders, a hand grinder could easily handle what we're doing today. Easy. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about that is also packed full of B vitamins, chicken liver, you guys. Chicken liver. I've always used chicken liver in my meat mixes, but like I've said, same thing with the chicken heart. It just wasn't such a large percentage of the meat mix, but now I'm increasing it. They're affordable. You guys know what it's like grocery shopping right now. It is ridiculous. Everything is so expensive. And so just like we need to be to be a successful Tegu breeder who does this not only just for his passion and and for fun, but this is also a business. And one thing that has always been important to me is feeding quality, but also I have to pay attention to cost. And I'm definitely going to be trying more of this with the adults when they wake up from brumation, which is right around the corner. And so, yeah, let's get this liver ground up. This will grind up in no time. The next thing that we're going to be adding is these frozen blueberries. I get this big bag. I would rather buy fresh, but right now things are just so expensive. And frozen blueberries work great. They'll be great. So we're going to add these in. Budget-friendly fruit to add to your Tegu mix. Blueberries are fantastic. Every Tegu I've ever had enjoys blueberries, and they're a great source of fiber. They're good for them. These are another superfood for Tegu. So I'm going to get these ground up, and I'll get back with you guys. The the positive of grinding up frozen blueberries instead of fresh is that, see how they come out? It's not just straight juice, you know? So it's a lot easier to mix into your Tegu food if you add them in frozen. So that's something else to think about. The last couple things that we're gonna be putting in the meat mix, I've got a couple squash here, and I've got some carrots. That's it. And then this meat mix is complete. So, and you can see I'm not adding in a whole lot. This is a 25-pound meat mix. Okay, there's 25 pounds that I'm making this week, and we're just adding these in. Just like everything on today's list, it's all easily ground up. So I think that's a huge plus for people. I wanted to do a meat mix that anybody can make. You don't need a $1,000 grinder or $500 grinder, however much they cost. You could get a much cheaper grinder and still make high quality food for your Tegu. You don't have to spend ridiculous amounts of money. And this is a really good Tegu mix. Also, I have this banana. We'll go ahead and add in one banana. I think I was planning on giving this to the iguanas, but we'll go ahead and add it in. Get down there. There we go. Alright, so what you want to see when you're done with your Tegu mix is color. That's what I like to see. Color equals variety, you know, and this meat mix doesn't have a ton of variety, but it still has plenty of variety. Has, you know, we've got the ground chicken, the hearts, the liver, squash, carrots, blueberries, and a little hint of banana. So now I'm just gonna get it all mixed up, and then I will add my calcium powder. I like to use the Reptiles Calcium Plus. Has safe levels of D3, so you don't have to worry about that. And it also has their vitamins, and it smells good. So we're gonna add that in shortly, and then get this boxed up. A lot of it will go in the freezer, and I pull out a few pounds at a time during this time of the year. During spring and summer, this would be like, you know, one feeding maybe for the adults. And you can see this guy definitely was watching us make that food. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. Come on, get down. And we've got a few more over here piled up underneath the basking light. But yeah, we are going to get some food in here, and we're gonna find out. What do you guys think? Will these Tegus enjoy or not? You can see literally all 4 of the Tegus in this enclosure shed last week. Look how amazing these guys look. These are blue hybrids, actually. The blue hybrids that we have left are so high white. I mean, check out this. Oh my gosh. Amazing, you guys. I'm telling you, they're even better in person. Just looking phenomenal. Look at this guy. Beautiful. Had a tail nip though. Look at that. His tail's grown back. That's probably why he's still here. Oh, that one's a little huffy, but I mean, they're all taming down really nicely and just looking incredible. Look at that. That vitamin B. I see a correlation between reptiles, vitamin B, and nice, perfect sheds. So that's what's going on here. Let's get some food in here. Let's see. You smell it, right? I'm a little nervous with this camera. Can we put it in here? Huh? You want to come out? Oh boy. Alright, I think they like it. I think he likes it. Let's see, he's coming back for some more. Guy is quickly came over and is eating up this new Tegu meat mix. This Shed Booster meat mix. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but man, it works amazing. Everyone eating it is looking fantastic. So, like I said, we've got some more. They're a little bit more cautious with the camera than they are when the camera's not around, but they're coming out. These guys are beautiful. All the Tegus in this enclosure are available. So if you guys see one you like, visit our website, send us a message, send me a screenshot of the one you like. But all of them are looking so good right now. These are from Topaz and Vanessa. You can see how the one in the middle has some nice coloring on her head and some nice coloring on the body. The other ones look more high white. It's really cool watching these guys develop, especially from hatchling to adult. Like, that is the fun of raising Tegus, is watching them change. Here's one that's really high white coming out now. I mean, super beautiful animals, you guys, and as adults, I mean, it only gets better. What do you guys like? The ones with more high white or the ones with a little bit more color mixed in there? I go back and forth. I like them both. That's why I have them both. I love that clean high white look, but I also love a really colorful Tegu. So that's why blue hybrids are some of my favorite to produce, just because you get a nice variety of both. So, like, you know, this one's kind of in the middle. This one's really high white, and then the one beyond it has a little bit more color. Just beautiful. Working on socializing with them. I like to pet them when they come out. You guys can see just how well they're all doing getting socialized. And that one wasn't so sure. You see it kind of huff and puff at me a little bit. You hear that? It's watching my hand. It's okay. It's okay. Working with them. This is what you do. This is how you socialize a Tegu, you guys. You just get in their presence. You get all up close to them. You get your hands on them. Work with them. If they run from you, well, bring them over to you with some food. We've got a Chicoan female right here and some black and whites. Obviously, everybody is loving this meat mix, especially that one in the back. Holy moly, slow down. Slow down. Flinging it everywhere, making a mess. That's what Tegus do. But you guys can see the three in here are loving it. This enclosure has some red Tegus in it, so I'm going to set up a little time lapse, see if we can get a little video of them eating. These red Tegus from Crime Scene and Ginger, they're the only ones that haven't gotten that winter shed off yet, but I know as they start waking up and eating, only a handful of them are eating right now. As they start waking up and eating more, this food is going to help them shed that winter coat. They're going to be looking phenomenal in probably next week or the week after. You guys will see. Alright guys, I've got this mess to clean up and a lot more Tegus to feed, and I got to put that food away, so I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to the channel. Tegu breeding season 2023 is right around the corner, but you don't have to wait to get a baby. We actually still have some available that are looking phenomenal, like just insanely beautiful Tegus. Nice, high white. I didn't even show you all the ones that we have, so if you want to see all the Tegus that we have available, go to our website. The link is down in the description. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate every like that's on the video. It helps so much. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.